It's a very interesting concept. CBA Golf, my boy Carter, DOD, he has his war against weasels. So I'm sure this was in some way inspired by that, but Riggs is definitely one of the most hated men on the internet. Speaking of internet, we're getting internet installed this morning, which I am so excited about. And you might be thinking to yourself, Nate, you work online. How do you not have internet? We have internet, but we share it in our home with the other tenants who occupy the owners who occupy the rest of the home. And it works sometimes, but it's not great. The connection mainly is the problem. So we finally committed and got our own. And now I'm going to be able to upload a video in faster than 2 hours. Sweet. We got an unreal deal on it too. So that guy's coming in like 10 minutes. That's how I'm starting my day. Look at this juicy little timeline. Woo! There's like 12 layers on top of that too, but I can't show you because it's exported. For those of you who don't understand editing, every little blip or cut or thing you just saw was an individual like cut or like an individual something I added on to the video. So, you know, I'm trying to say is that I am putting more effort into these videos than I've ever put into any videos in my life. And I'm stoked about it, man. Like, it just feels good. Like, it feels good to give your all to something. And, like, it's not that I wasn't giving my all to the commentary videos. It's just, like, the commentary videos performed the best when it was more simplistic edits, when it was, you know, more just of me talking, getting to the point, giving my opinion, whatever. And, yeah, but, like, I don't know. It just, they felt, especially at the end, like, I have made so many commentary videos that, like, it's just easy for me, you know, like it's not challenging. And I don't know, like it's just like it's not the effort that I want to be putting in every day to like feel really stoked about the product, you know. And again, not that the product was bad, but it's just, you guys want to see something crazy? When I have chicken and I want to put it in a bowl, is how I cut it up. Now I know a lot of you will probably unsubscribe and never come back because of this. But on this channel, I don't care. Go ahead. See if I care. I don't. I love you guys. But that is how I cut chicken. 150 grams on the dot. Well, 149. Close. Anyway, that's about 50 protein, I think. 50, 55. So yeah, I'm really happy to feel like I'm putting this level of effort into the content right now, because, you know, I want this bad. I really, really do. I want to make these type of videos, and I want to make them as good as possible, and, you know, have you guys who watch them enjoy them as much as possible. And in order to do that, I want to make sure I'm giving my all. So we just finished editing the ball speed video that would have gone up yesterday by the time you guys are seeing this. I'm going to eat some lunch. I'm going to give it one final watch through after lunch, and then I'm going to upload that biatch, and I'm very, very excited. But I'm exporting in 4K right now, which I usually don't do. I usually export everything in 1080p. But again, we're putting in every extra bit of effort we can for quality. I colored the whole thing, which means I went back and I color corrected the video. There's probably 6 or 7 different layers on every clip, including a color layer, and then exporting in 4K, which I know all of this for you non-editors is like, what is he talking about? Basically what it means is usually my videos take like 4 minutes to export. This one currently says it's about to take 27 minutes and 8 seconds, and it just keeps going up. So, and it's only like a 7-minute video, which is hilarious, but I clearly need a new laptop. Like that's very obvious. So maybe that's something that's in the pipeline. I gotta have one of these videos on the golf channel get like 100,000 views, and then I can take that money and I can go buy a new MacBook. That's the plan. Staying. Hello vlog. Double day. We're headed to the gym. We got a range session later. We're in grind mode, baby. We're filming a video tomorrow for the golf channel, and we just got to be dialed for it, you know. It's all videos are big videos, but this is a, you know, we're gonna put the game to the test here a little bit, and I'm excited for it. So trying to get dialed in. We're gonna go do a leg workout right now, which They're a little sore after that run yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. We just ran 4K, half decent pace, but first time we've put shoes to concrete this year, really. I did one interval run a little while ago, so I guess second time this year, but second time in a long time. So the legs they're not too bad, but they're a little sore, and I am going to attempt to do a pretty heavy leg workout. But at the end of the day, we're going to be carting around tomorrow. I don't think having sore legs is going to change too much of my golf game. Not that I won't, but let's say theoretically, today I wanted to do a pull or a push day, I probably would skip it. Or I'd probably change it to a leg day or maybe like an arm day or something. Mainly just because, like, I don't want what's sore tomorrow to be, like, really felt in the swing. Like, if my legs are sore, I'm not really going to feel them in the swing. Like, yes, you're rotating, you're pushing off them, but, like, it's more the stretch that you feel. And I'm not really worried about power or anything like that. It's more like the stretch. And if, let's say, your rear delts, your triceps, your back is super sore, when you try to reach back and extend, you're going to feel it, and it's going to throw you off, even if it's just mentally. And you're probably going to be more tight, so then you'll be restricted and your swing won't be as natural. So I'm going to go legs. We're not going to do anything crazy with the hips. That's the only thing that would get tightened in the way, but I stretch my hips so much at night that I'm not really worried about it. So we're going to do a leg lift. And then a little later in the day, we're going to go to the range. Honestly, like, I am going to go to the range probably, but, like, I could just go in my backyard and just, like, rehearse the swing, because what we're really trying to feel right now is that not vertical, but that arm getting back, the wrist hinge, letting the club kind of come back parallel with my shoulders, and then releasing, but, like, having that leg as well. And, like, that's really just, like, a feeling I just need to drill and drill and drill and drill. The last couple times I've hit balls, I've been trying to hit them a little harder. We did a speed video yesterday, and so this is going to be the first time I go and I'm kind of like trying to dial in like a gamer swing with this and just get comfortable with like that feeling of letting the club come back. So yeah, we can hopefully be dialed in tomorrow. But the rain stuff, I almost like was like, maybe I'll just go to the course and just like chip putt and hit balls instead of coming to the gym. But nah, I like gymming too much. So we're gonna get a lift in. It is getting kind of nice out though, so I'm hoping that this trails over to tomorrow. That would be ideal. But we're gonna get a little lift in, and then we'll go hit some balls. That's a real good-natured human test right there. Someone just literally left AirPods and keep their keys and a Loonie just on top of the cubbies there out in the open. I'm really trusting the good nature of people, but anyway, we're in here. We're gonna do a little warm-up first. But something as we get older, we gotta try to do a little more of. There. We're just gonna do all that. We're gonna do all that 2 more times. Raining again. I think I didn't go to the course. I only filmed like one set on there. I got a pretty cool message actually. We kind of had to wrap up the workout pretty quick. I mean, I usually don't, talked about this before, I usually don't do more. Actually, hang on, I gotta pop the GPS. Okay, we're back, we're rolling. I usually don't spend much more than like an hour in there. We spent probably about at least 10 or 15 minutes going through. How's this gonna look? Oh, that's gameable. We'll take that. Oh, jeez, I'm out of breath. Anyway, all right, I'm not out of breath, but just like, whew, tired. I usually don't spend much more than 45 to an hour in there. So that was about 45 minutes of working out, an hour total with the warm-up. But it was only 3 exercises, which honestly, I don't usually do. 5 is where I'll cap it. I've talked about this before for, a couple reasons. Number one, if you're doing like a bunch of exercises, you're probably just giving like 60% on all of them. So doing less harder, I just like that better. Sticking with the more compound-ish movements. Obviously right now with the ab injury, I've talked about this, I'm off barbell, which is unfortunate. So, my compound movements are on machines, but anyways, less movement, more intensity, weight, whatever. So that's what I did today. I got a text like right at the beginning of the workout that was like, hey, I'm going to pick something up that I need for a video. That's actually going to be really, really cool. We're going to film with it tomorrow. So I'm going to leave that as a little surprise for the video, but we're going to pick it up, and I have to get there at a certain time. So we had to kind of fly through the workouts. We just did 3. We did leg press. We did 4 heavy sets. Top set was like 300, I think, which is the most the stack goes to. Obviously we're just going to like 90 degrees on that thing, because the other thing I can't do is go below parallel right now. Plus, like, going below parallel on a leg press, I don't know, just kind of, I think would feel funny. But anyway, that was good. That blew up the legs. Like, honestly, just doing like 4 heavy sets of leg press, it's like going to the gym and doing 4 heavy sets of squats. Like, you could call that a day, especially if you're going and doing other stuff after, like how I'm going to go practice at the range. But anyway, then we did 3 heavy sets of weighted calf extensions, and then we did 3 heavy sets of hamstring curls just to finish. So I don't know, it was quick, it was dirty. My legs are absolutely blown up. I was actually quite shocked at how sore they were after yesterday. The run, like, they weren't that sore just like walking around, so I didn't think they were that bad. But like every time I went to like press that first rep on the leg press, my quads were absolutely burning. But anyways, I gotta go get what I need. I need the GPS to do that. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I'm gonna see you in a bit. I'm excited. I wish I could show you, but you'll see very shortly what we picked up. Anyway, we're downtown now. We're gonna pick her up from work, and then she just texted me saying she's gonna be another half hour. So we're gonna go get some lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like I'm just piecing things together, just like one at a time, one rep at a time, one range session at a time, and it's all just painting this beautiful picture that's hopefully gonna form my swing, which is so different than it was a couple weeks ago. It's actually insane. So that range session, obviously working on the feeling of having that wrist hinge at the top, but I was noticing the filming it really helps, because I can look back and see if anyone's working on a swing change. Film yourself, because it does help. It helps you be able to kind of visually be like, am I actually doing what I think I'm doing? Because feels versus reels is a big thing. So me looking at the videos and seeing that on a lot of the swings, I was still just holding on a little bit at the top. Like, I was still just a little too tight and not letting the wrist go. So I was kind of like, how do I get this? How do I get this? How do I get this? I'm like visualizing the swings that I want to see. And it kind of clicked in my head. I'm like, I think I'm just holding, I've seen this comment before from people, but car just paused my video. I think I'm just holding the club a little too tight. I think really that was the moment, the light bulb for me. So I loosened my grip a ton. and I really tried to feel like I was waiting for the swing to finish. So like I was getting to my back position and I was letting the arms go all the way back, and then with the loose hands, letting the wrist hinge of the club drop into that like good loaded position. And then from there, I'll turn and just Purina cat chow, like absolutely perfect. It felt so good. A couple of those hybrids were some of the best strikes I think I've ever had in my life. And then we worked down into the short clubs. It was actually kind of harder. It's harder because like short clubs, especially the wedges, you're going to have a slightly less full swing on, but still having that same kind of like, you know, good controlled feeling at the top. I think it's something that I want to make sure I'm still incorporating. So anyways, we were, I mean, just, so good. But we're definitely at that point right now where it's like, we're working on a lot of, like, one big thing, but a lot of small parts that go into it. So now the hard part is just like remembering everything, and then also trying not to think of everything. But I have a pretty smooth, just like, all right, over the ball, just feel like loose grip and feel that full backswing, feel that full release, and then go kind of like a slingshot, like really feeling it, like get all the way back, loaded, and then unload. So I don't know, I was hitting some freaking bombs out there. So I'm excited to take this to the course tomorrow. See you then.